Hello, young man. I want to start by saying that I'm glad you're here, because that means you're taking the first step towards a journey of self-discovery and improvement. You know, being a vigilante like myself can be tough, both physically and emotionally. There are nights when you feel like you're not making a difference, when the villains seem to be winning, and when the weight of your responsibilities becomes almost too much to bear. But I've learned that it's exactly in those moments that you need to dig deep and find the strength to keep going. You see, as a young man, you're likely to face your own set of challenges. You may struggle with self-doubt, with feelings of inadequacy, or with the pressure to live up to certain expectations. But I want you to know that you're not alone. We all go through those struggles, and it's how we respond to them that defines us. As someone who's been through their fair share of trauma and loss, I've learned that the key to building a healthy self-esteem is to focus on the things that you can control, rather than getting bogged down by the things that you can't. For me, it's about setting clear goals and working towards them, day by day. It's about surrounding myself with people who support and believe in me, even when I don't believe in myself. And it's about taking care of my physical and mental health, because when you feel good about yourself, you're more likely to feel confident and capable of taking on whatever life throws your way. Now, I know it's easy to get caught up in negative self-talk and self-doubt. I've been there myself, many times. But I want to encourage you to be kind to yourself, to practice self-compassion, and to focus on your strengths rather than your weaknesses. You are more than your flaws, and you are more than your mistakes. You are a unique and valuable individual with so much to offer the world. As I look back on my own journey, I realize that it's been marked by both successes and failures. There have been times when I felt like giving up, when the pain and the grief seemed too much to bear. But I've learned that it's exactly in those moments that I need to draw on my inner reserves of strength and resilience. I need to remind myself of why I started doing this work in the first place, and of the people who are counting on me to make a difference. And I want to encourage you to do the same. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it, because that's a sign of strength, not weakness. Don't be afraid to take risks and try new things, because that's where the real growth happens. And don't be afraid to fail, because that's where you learn the most about yourself and about what you're capable of. You know, I've seen a lot of darkness in my time as a vigilante. I've seen the worst of humanity, and I've seen the devastating impact that trauma and violence can have on individuals and communities. But I've also seen the best of humanity. I've seen the resilience and the courage of people who have been through unimaginable hardship. And I've seen the power of love and compassion to heal and to transform. And I want to encourage you to hold on to that hope, to hold on to that sense of possibility and promise. Because when you do, you'll be amazed at what you can achieve. You'll be amazed at the strength and the courage that you possess. And you'll be amazed at the difference that you can make in the world. Now, I know that it's not always easy. There will be times when you feel like giving up, when the road ahead seems unclear, and when the doubts and the fears creep in. But I want to encourage you to keep going, to keep pushing forward, even when it feels like the odds are against you. Because the truth is, you are capable of so much more than you think you are. You are capable of achieving greatness, of making a real difference in the world, and of living a life that is true to who you are. And I want to leave you with a quote from someone who's thrived. I was been a source of inspiration for me over the years. It's from Nelson Mandela, who said, "The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall." I love that quote, because it reminds me that it's okay to stumble, it's okay to make mistakes, and it's okay to fail. What's important is that we learn from those experiences, and that we use them as an opportunity to grow and to become stronger. So, to all the young men out there who are struggling with self-doubt, with fear, and with uncertainty, I want to say this: you are not alone. You are part of a larger community of men who are struggling with the same issues, and who are working to become better versions of themselves. And I want to encourage you to join that community, to reach out to others who are on the same journey, and to support and uplift each other along the way. Because when we work together, when we support each other, and when we lift each other up, there's no limit to what we can achieve. We can create a world that is more just, more equitable, and more compassionate. We can create a world that is worthy of our highest aspirations, and that reflects the best of our humanity. And if you feel this talk helpful, don't forget like and subscribe. And if you want to be a more grateful person, you can donate on the Patreon account. Link on description. See you soon, friend.